Oh my gosh. Hi, you guys. How are you? Welcome in. I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything beauty, fitness, and lifestyle for the over 50 and over 60 woman. It's Sunday evening. What are you doing? Where are you tuning in from? How was your weekend? I'll tell you what's going on here. It's getting dangerously close to my dog Lucy's evening walk time. And she's staring me down like, you can't believe, like, girl, get the leash, get your shoes on, let's go. So that's what I'm doing. She's literally burning a hole in me right now. But this is what we're doing now. And Lucy's going for a walk when I'm done. So I am excited that you're here today. I feel like chatting. Anybody feel like chatting? And if you had any questions about the video that I posted this morning, now's a good time to ask the questions, because sometimes the answer is a little bit too long to put in a comment, or I just don't type that fast. So this is a good time. I posted a video this morning on parasites and what I do to manage parasites. It was all my opinion, made that very clear at the beginning of the video. So if you have any questions, now's a good time to ask them, because I will definitely give you as much information as I have. And I want to apologize for the glasses, but I can't really read the chat without the glasses. So Sharon. Hi, Sharon from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I love Florida. I used to live in Florida. I live in Oregon now. I just moved a couple months ago. Vicky's joining us from Pennsylvania. Pamela, another one from the Villages, my old stomping ground. I was in the village of Richmond. Watching from Honolulu, Tamara. Oh, lovely. You know, how is island life? I've always wondered, do you feel like it's a little getaway, like your own personal little getaway? Do you ever feel isolated out there in the middle of the ocean? Do you love it? Tell me, what it's like living in Hawaii. Phoenix, Arizona. Hi, Pat. Mary, hello from Denver, North Carolina. Los Angeles, LA. I don't know how you drive in LA. I honestly, I have to abandon my car like 60 miles outside of the city and have someone else drive. I can't do LA anymore. It's overwhelming for me. Grants Pass, Oregon. I'm in Redmond, Oregon. I don't know where Grants Pass is from here, but I'll look it up when we're done. Elizabeth from Brooklyn, New York. Oh, hello, Anja. Margaret, I hadn't heard about the parasite topic until recently. A coworker said she was taking dog dewormer medicine because she caught worms from a student. I was kind of horrified to hear that. Yeah, we should all be doing parasite cleanses. If you didn't watch the video, you might want to. It's kind of edifying. I think it's edifying. Eileen, thank you. She says she thinks my glasses are cute. Meet and greet in the Villages. You did, Pamela. How nice. Well, we're having another one here in Oregon. You want to come? It's on the 13th of September. You have time to book a flight. It's not too late. Grants Pass is south. Cute little town. Yeah, I love cute little towns. This is a cute little town. Kimber Dawn. Oh, I love your comments. You're always so sweet. So thank you. Thank you for being you. You're a good little soul. I have to go to sleep. It's 2:00 in Holland. Oh, okay. Well, you can watch this in the morning. You don't have to stay up for it. So let's see. Lisa, hi from California. That's my old stomping grounds. I'm from the Sacramento Valley, so not too far from you. California is such a pretty state. So what we're doing here is we're talking about the Boss event for August, and I'm telling you what, it is so good. It is so good. It's so good. I'm stocking up from the Boss event for this month. And for those of you who are new or you don't know what the Boss event is, let me go over it really quickly. All you guys who know, just be patient, because there's other people who are saying, what the heck is this? Boss stands for Big Old Super Sale, acronym BOSS, Big Old Super Sale. And here at Pretty Over 50, we do a Boss event, a big old super sale event every month. And how this happens is that because I've been on YouTube for a while now, and I have a huge email list. I have a Sunday morning email newsletter I send out every Sunday morning. You guys probably got it in your inbox, which is super popular, and the list is really, really big. And I thought a few years back, I thought, what can I do to get us some discounts? Because we're a whole big group of women, and that's when you're a lot of people, you kind of, can get some special treatment. So what I did is I went to the companies that I really love. I use their products religiously. I like the owner. I like the integrity. I like, their website. It's like they're just doing it right. These are not big corporate entities. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about smaller companies, owner founded, that sort of thing. And I said, hey, I've got this great group of women, and would you be interested in putting together a sale for us that's better or different, or just gives us a little bit more than anything else you're offering out there? It has to be exclusive to us, and it has to be something a little bit better, a little bit different than you can get anywhere else. And so that's what we do. So every month we have a special sale on the things I really love, and it's all the stuff that I use. I use all of this stuff and love all of them. So that's what the Boss event is. So every month we have a special sale. This is the sale for August. And if you guys peeked down in the description box, you already know. But if you don't know, this month, the Boss event is the Ion Gut Support. And you probably know about this if you've been following my channel for a while. I love this. This is, of all the companies or all the things that I have talked about loving on my channel since the start, this is the one product that I have gotten the most, oh my gosh, it's changed my life, emails or comments or posts to me, communications to me, regardless of how it gets to me. This is the one. People that had had chronic IBS for years, people that had had stomach issues for years, people that had all kinds of stuff. Once they start taking the Ion Biome, it clears up for them. What I'm not saying that it's going to clear up for you. This is not medical claims at all. But what I'm saying is that of all the things I've ever talked about on my channel, this one gets the most, this changed my life kind of thing. It really is a great product. And I actually have been taking this since before I started my channel. And I'll tell you how it happened. I'll just tell the story really quickly so I don't bore you guys. I was living in Whitefish, Montana. I love Montana. Montana is so amazing. I lived in Whitefish for about 2 years. And I met this nutritionist, and she was kind of a big deal in town. She'd written a couple of books. And, when you meet a nutritionist, of course, what do? You talk about your problems and try to get answers. So I saddled up to her and I said, I'm pretty fluffy. What can I do? And she said, you're not fluffy, AKA fat. She said, you're inflamed. And I was like, what? I'm on fire? She said, no, your body's inflamed. And I said, okay, I'm inflamed. What do I do? And she said, eat organic and take Restore. This used to be called Restore. They changed the name. They didn't consult me. I don't know why. This used to be called Restore. And so I said, okay, I'll eat organic. What's Restore? And anyway, I started taking this, and I'm telling you what, you guys, I've showed the pictures before. I can't put them up now because I'm tech challenged that way. I suppose if I tried really hard, I could, but I'm not gonna. You would not believe the difference in my face and in the pooch in the front of me about 2 months in to taking this. It was flipping amazing. And I have pictures of me before and about, I'd say 5 weeks in. It's amazing. This really does impact your gut health. And as you know, you probably already know this, but I'll reiterate it again. Everything starts in your gut. Everything. And when someone says to me, I've got this problem or this problem or this problem, my first response almost all the time is, how's your gut? Are you taking care of your gut? This really does work. So anyway, Ion Biome, they're giving us a 45% discount. You heard me right. 45% discount on the 32-ounce size, which is what this is. And you can buy as many bottles as you want. I'm personally going to stock up for a year because I get this on my own. They send me a little bit. They certainly don't send me as much as I use. I'm going to stock up for a year on this sale because that is such a good deal. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, that's 32 ounces. How long does this last? Well, it says on the bottle that it's a 60-day supply. I generally take about 2 teaspoons a day, like 1 teaspoon earlier in the morning and 1 teaspoon later in the day. I think my bottles last me closer to 3 months because I think it says take 3 servings a day. I can't read that. But this lasts a pretty long time, depending on how much you take it. Now, the days that I'll take more, I'll take 3 servings. It's if I've been out to a restaurant where I'm not, they're not going to be cooking organic. I don't know what's in the meat. I don't know how many hormones and vaccines and stuff are in the meat. I get clean food in my house. So when I go out to eat, I always try to take a teaspoon before I go. Or if I didn't have time, like it was something that just happened on the fly, then I'll come home and take that. So that's the Boss event for this month. It really is an amazing deal. And here's what I can say. At this price, at 45% off, and it's going to last you at least 2 months, I would say if you haven't tried it, just get it. If you have an issue like acid reflux, if you have a skin condition like rosacea or eczema, if you have IBS, if you have digestive issues, any kind of, less than regular digestive issues, absolutely. So if you're looking at kind of those niggly little chronic issues that are not life-threatening, but they really impact your quality of life, if you were my girlfriend and we were sitting around talking, I'd say, give it a try, particularly at 45% off. Now, here's the deal with the discount, and that's an amazing discount. I'm really grateful to them. You can use it one time. So you can't just keep going back with the same email address and ordering it over and over. So whatever you purchase, make sure that that's what you want for this sale. We have not had 45% off this before. I think it's been 30 or 35% was maybe the most. So 45 is really, really good. That's why I'm going to stock up. I'm going to get at least a year's worth because you can just put it in the cupboard and it just sits there. It's fine. I sometimes keep mine in the refrigerator. I don't always keep it in the refrigerator. You don't have to refrigerate it. But I used to live in Florida and I didn't run my air conditioning a whole lot because I don't like that kind of air. And I would keep it in the refrigerator in Florida. Here in Oregon, not so much because it's not nearly as hot. So what does this taste like? It tastes like nothing. If you've taken this, put it in the comments what it tastes like for you. It tastes like nothing. It just tastes like water and you just swig it and, it's just no big deal. If you have not taken it before, I want to give you a little tip, and I tell all my girlfriends this when they first start, is you're going to be running to the little girl's room quite a bit. And I have noticed that if I go on a trip and I'm not able to take this because you can't pack liquids on an airplane and that whole nonsense, when I come home and I start up again, I'm running to the little girl's room every 5 minutes because your body retains a lot of those toxins. There's toxins in the air. I mean, just look up. That's not just, that's toxins in the air. There's toxins in the food. There's chemicals in the soil. There's chemicals in the water and toxins in the water. I mean, we're just surrounded by it. So your body, when you get puffy, like when you wake up in the morning and your fingers feel like little sausages, or your eyes, you can feel your eyelid hanging down on your movable lid, that's generally inflammation or puffiness. So when you start taking this, your body starts cleaning it out. So drink a lot of water and that'll help you, but you'll be running to the little girl's room. Don't take it right before bed. you won't get much sleep. So that's just the little personal tip that I've experienced. Maybe you wouldn't experience it, but I just want to let you know just in case. So the ion gut support, let me see if I can get this right. It's all backwards, you guys. This is 45% off through the month of August until the last day of August. One time discount code per person, new and existing customers. And if you're a regular user, you might want to think about doing what I'm going to do, which is to just stock up, because it doesn't go bad, and you can just stick it in the cupboard, and it's a really, really great deal. So Ion Biome, that's the boss event for this month. I'm really, really grateful. And if you don't know this, you probably do if you follow my channel. This was created, Ion Biome was created by Dr. Zach Bush. And he is a brilliant doctor, and he's doing such good work on the planet. I want Zach Bush for president because he cares about the planet so much, and he has such a big heart. If you're not familiar with Dr. Zach Bush, Dr. Zach, Z-A-C-H, Bush, you can find him all over YouTube. He's a brilliant man. And let me tell you guys this. When I first started taking this, before I ever started my channel, I became familiar with him because I looked up, well, who makes this stuff? I ended up interviewing him on my other channel, Journey to the New Earth. I don't know if you saw that interview, and I think I posted it on this channel as well. It was like a fangirl moment for me. It really was. It was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to interview Dr. Bush. I was just so thrilled because he's like, for me, he is such a incredible human being and doing so many good things for the planet. So if you didn't see my interview with me and Dr. Zach Bush, I think you can find it on Pretty Over 50. If not, it's over on Journey to the New Earth, so you can find it there. So that's the little tip. All right. Oh, hi, Lucky. I'm glad that you caught us live too. Hi, Diana. Just ordered. You're going to love it. Have you used it before? If you haven't, you're going to love it. So what I'm looking for now is, does anybody have any questions about the video I posted this morning about Parasite cleanses? If you do, now's a good time because I can blather on about that. Chat, hit the like button. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. This is interesting. I have IBS, so I'm going to ask my doctor if it's something I would be able to try. Let me just give you a tip. My sense is that most medical doctors are coming from a different direction than this. That's a little caveat. If you've been following me for a while, you know my opinion on that stuff. Where do you buy? It's in you can just look in the description box, Donna. The link to go over to the website is there. The discount code is pretty45. You got to use the discount code pretty45, pretty45, and that'll give you 45% off. But remember, it's one-time use. So think it through before you click that buy button, because once you buy it, you can't go back. Yeah, there's a code, pretty45. Been watching you for years. It makes me feel happy and old. Fantastic discount. It really is a good one. Is there an order of taking all the goodies? You know, Donna, here's the thing. I am doing a video next weekend that I'm going to get so much heat for, so much heat. But what I'm doing is I am walking through and showing you guys everything I take, all the supplements I take, everything I take to support my immune system. And so that's going to go up next Sunday, and so many people are going to absolutely flip out. But some of you are going to say, oh yeah, that looks reasonable, because that's what I do. So you will be able to find out next Sunday morning what I take. As far as the ion goes, you can take it anytime. I just wouldn't take it right before bed if you're new to taking it. I usually try to get it in early in the morning, kind of set my body up for the day. And then around lunchtime, if I'm eating home or if I'm going to go out, or if I'm out and I end up eating out with a friend or something, then I'll come home and take it. Unfortunately, we cannot get this shipped to Canada. Do you know anybody right across the border? Are you close to the border? Watching from Alabama. Hi, Pamela. Nice to see you. So anyway, I posted a video on parasite cleanses this morning. If you've never done a parasite cleanse, it will probably answer all the questions that you have about doing a parasite cleanse. Here are the top. If you just want the cliff notes, I'll give you the cliff notes if you don't want to watch the whole 30 minutes. First of all, do I think, and this is my opinion, this is not medical advice, YouTube, not medical advice. I'm just sharing my opinion. I think everyone needs to at least consider doing a parasite cleanse just because, we're out in the world. It doesn't hurt. I mean, if somebody says, I don't have parasites, I'd look at them like, I don't think so. I think you do. So everyone should consider doing a parasite cleanse. I do a cleanse 3 times a year. Lucy, my dog, does a cleanse 4 times a year. I use Dr. Clark's lineup for the parasite cleanse, and it's a little grouping of supplements, and she sends you a little chart with the little collection. And you just follow, it's an 18-day cleanse, and you take, this many tablets this day, this many tablets this day, blah, 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 blah. You just follow it along. And my experience, and I've been doing them about 4 years now, is I haven't had any, dramatic, oh my gosh, a parasite crawled out of my eyeball kind of thing. And you might think that's weird, but I have heard people tell stories. I don't know if they're true, but I haven't had anything like unusual happen. I just feel really good, when I'm done. See, the thing with parasites is that they keep your body busy. And it's just like if you're busy running around after 3 toddlers all day long, you don't have the bandwidth to fix a 8-course gourmet dinner. You're busy. So, if you get the parasites cleaned up out of your body, it really does help to support your immune system because then your body has more energy for that. And you just feel more energetic because you're not, drugged down from your body taking all that energy to clean out all the parasites. Okay. I want to tell you a gross story, but just take it for what it is. Just take it for what it is. And I saw it on Instagram, so it was in the public domain. I'm not saying anything outside of it. It was actually footage from a colonoscopy. You'll go in for colonoscopies and they put a little camera just to see how everything's looking in there. Well, this patient had been told that they had colon cancer, so they did a colonoscopy. And, they have that little camera on the end of that probe, which is really a good camera. And they came up to one of the cysts in the colon. And, a cyst has that very thin tissue over it. It's almost translucent because it's very thin. Well, once they got that camera up to that cyst, you could see that cyst was filled with parasites. And they were all swimming and crawling around. So that person had been told that they had colon cancer, but that cyst was actually filled with parasites. And that was kind of like a interesting moment for me. So I'm just saying that if you haven't done a parasite cleanse, it really can, in my opinion, positively impact your health. Okay. Is there an order of taking? Unfortunately, we cannot get this in Canada. You got to find someone near the border. Just wondering how long going to the little girl's room lasts for you. Probably about 2 days max, maybe a day and a half. It's just that, that feeling when everything feels puffy and your fingers are little and your ankles are just tight and it all just feels like that. A day and a half later, you don't feel that way because your body is releasing all those toxins. I drink a lot of water, particularly if I'm going back to the ion gut support and I've been away from it from traveling or something. I drink a lot of water to help clean my body out. I've been using it for over 2 years, never miss a dose. Will definitely stock up. I'm on a monthly subscription. Yeah, I'm going to cancel my subscription and I'm going to get a year's worth because I think the discount's better that way. I'm allergic to ragweed, and so I can't take wormwood, which is in the same family. Lisa, there are other cleanses out there for you. So don't let that stop you. I know Dr. Clark's is wormwood and cloves and something else. Don't let that stop you. There are other cleanses. And of course, if you can try the medication that shall not be named. And you know, Dr. Lee Merritt, Merritt, she was an orthopedic surgeon in the Navy. She's really on the whole cleanse and real health kick. She's being absolutely lambasted by the big pharma team. So disregard that. They're just trying to shut her up because she's talking about things that don't create enormous profits. But Dr. Lee Merritt talks about how to use the medication that shall not be named for parasite removal. That's what she does. So she has a website. I think it's called The Medical Rebel, themedicalrebel.com. Just Google her, and she has some potential solutions for you. Not medical advice. Just do your research on that. Just so you know, they're limiting it to 3 bottles. They are? Oh, darn. Okay. Well, then get 3 bottles. Tuning in from Fresno, California. Hey, Fresno, how are you doing? Okay. Does anybody have any questions that you guys want to answer for? Because I could chat it up right now. Who lives in the Central Oregon area or in Oregon in general? We're having a girls' night out. We're having a party. It's going to be a meet and greet, girls' night out, Saturday night, September 13th from 5 to 7. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be in downtown Redmond at the Swan Song Vintage Shop, which my friend Suzanne owns the Swan Song Vintage. If you haven't been there and you live in the area, it's so stinking cute. It is gorgeous. She has such a good eye. We're going to have a meet and greet there, ladies' night out, raffle prizes. All the companies I work with are sending in wonderful items for me to give away. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you live in the area, or you're going to be traveling through, or if you just want to do a girls' road trip, grab some friends and come on out. It would be a fun weekend trip, nice part of the year if you just want to get away. And we're going to finish up at 7, plenty of time for you and the girls to go out for a nice dinner and have some fun. So I hope you can be there if you can. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do some great things. There's going to be little games and prizes, and I'm already getting a lot of great things in for giveaways. All right, everyone. I think that's it. Thank you so much for showing up. I really, really do appreciate it. This is an awesome sale. Again, the boss event for this month is the Ion Gut Support, 45% off, 45% off. That's not a typo. That's the truth. 45% off through the month with the code PRETTY45. Stock up. This is a great sale, and I'm really, really grateful. Thank you, peeps at Ion and Dr. Zach Bush, for putting together a great product. He really has helped so many people. He has just done such a wonderful job being a good steward of the planet and of other humans. So I really, really appreciate him. Let's get Zach Bush for president. I think that would be great. Who else would love to see that? All right, everyone. I'm going to sign off now and take a little Lucy-Lou for her evening walk so she'll stop staring me down. I appreciate you showing up. Make it a great day. Have a good week. Find somebody you love and give them a hug. And let's all do our best to be kind to each other. All right? Okay, everyone. Take care. I'll see you soon. Come back next Sunday because I'm sharing my entire supplement routine. And the comments are going to be wild because there are going to be a lot of people that absolutely lose their minds. All right, everyone. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.